Well, jumping right into the story, in the previous session, we've had uh, all the characters meet up from different places, right in Whitechapel, where the first murder seems to have taken place. Pretty gruesome. They've done their investigations, and they weren't able to find much. They found a book, but well, Scoop went a little insane after trying to read the book, and well, they decided to leave it at that. And a few weeks later, on August, on the morning of August 31st, Samir, you are awakened by very constant knocking on your door.
What time is it?
I'd say the time is around 4:30 in the morning.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are the first words out of his mouth as he looks at the watch. What do you mean? 4:30 in the morning? What? Why? Who in their right mind? Absolute fucking pieces of shit. He grabs his long overcoat, puts it on, still grumbling. Fucking hell, 4:30 morning. Somebody better be fucking dead. And he opens the door and he's like, what?
Yeah, thank you. So you open this door and you see this, a friendly, informant of yours, like someone from the police itself, someone who's been giving you a lot of information whenever you need it. Police Constable John Thane. He just looks at you. There's been a murder.
Are you fucking? Of course there has been. Of course. Okay. Who's dead?
It's in my job. I think it's better you can't go. I think I've heard that you were also investigating it. I thought this could maybe help your case.
Oh, it's of course it is. Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to telephone the others, or
what others?
I'm not the only one who's investigating this, right?
Well, if you need to, then do it. But make it quick before they take the body.
They had phones in the 1700s, yes?
Yeah, they did. But not everyone had those. And it's the 1800s.
1800s, yes. My bad. Okay. I'm guessing the professor definitely has...
swing by their houses.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. Sure. I shouldn't be the only one waking up this fucking early. He just yawns. His eyes are red from lack of sleep. That is a recurring theme for someone. He's always he never gets enough sleep. All right, just give me 2 minutes. Let me change, and then we can do this.
Yeah, make it quick. They might take the common Indian thing, though. If I'm suffering, everyone else also should suffer. That's what Samir Singh just showed.
Yes, 100%, definitely.
The rule of Schadenfreude.
Yeah. Samir quickly closes the door, and within 2 minutes he's out. He's wearing his familiar trench coat, black this time. He's dressed properly with a button-down shirt and a coat on top, and boots to match. All like darker grayish black dark colors. That's what he vibes in. All right, it is. I don't know why it is so cold. It's August. It should be nice, but of course that's London for you, right? It just breathes heavily. And do you have a carriage? Do we walk? What are you doing?
I brought one. And I know he just shows this one carriage that seems to be waiting for you. Just get in there. I'll explain everything on the way.
All right. Yeah.
So you get in, and the carriage just rolls through the city to pick up both the professor and Adi. This person, John Thane, he fills you in about everything. The body was found. This is August 31st, by the way. The body was found by someone called Robert Paul. who lives in Foster Street. And he was, but yeah, let me just. The body was found by someone called Robert Paul, and well, he lives in Foster Street. He was heading to work, I guess. It was 3:30 in the morning. He was heading to work, and he found another man. The name's Charles Cross. He was. They both saw a woman lying on the floor. They noticed faint breathing, but they were more concerned about getting to work, so they just left immediately, thinking they could just, inform someone on the way. And well, they found the constable John Neal nearby, and they just informed him about the body there. And it was 3:45 by the time Neal came back, and he saw the body. It's horrible to look at, Samir. It's a deep cut across the throat. She was still bleeding when we found her. The body was still warm. There was nothing we could do. I called in a doctor, and now I'm here. The doctor went to the site of the body, and I thought you could just, get some information about this.
So, these fucking guys just left her there?
They just left her. They were more concerned about getting to work. And well, it's
Such
Whitechapel. People just see murder every day, and they just think it's just another occurrence.
They better have a solid alibi, because if they don't, I wouldn't be against jamming them up for this.
We have them, and they were saying they were going to work. They were heading to work. They saw the body. They decided to just inform someone and go away without fetching help.
Okay.
Inspector John Sparkling is getting there.
All right. That's very solid information. Was the doctor already there by the time you left, or is the doctor on the way?
I called the doctor, and they headed here. He might have reached there. I'm not sure if they still have the body there or they moved it to the mortuary. We won't know unless we get there.
That makes sense. I really appreciate you keeping me in the loop on this one. Kind of feels personal. Any murder is really, but this one, because I'm assuming we're assuming it's connected to the.
You don't know yet. That's
okay. Okay.
All right. So I'd say, after a little while, you stop at the professor's place. But I'd say, you would be, going to Adi's place first, and because the professor lives in Whitechapel, you'd go to his place last.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Scoop seems to, not be at home. No matter how much you, knock on his door, there's no answer. So, not intending to waste time, you are, ushered towards Adi's place.
Yeah, I'll just leave a note under his door saying, hey, Scoop, hope you're doing okay. Sorry, I haven't checked in a while. Maybe another murder, ? Connected to the Ripper, ? Message, come see me when you feel better. XOXO gossip call. And I slide it under his door.
All right. Yeah. Adi, you are also awakened by constant barrage of knocking on your door.
I am in this jet black gown, and I'm in a gown, and I'm in boxers in a western boxers. I'm just I just open the door, and I just stare. I just don't say anything. I just stare at whoever's on the door.
Samay is standing behind the constable. The constable can take the brunt of this because he knows how annoyed he is because he was awoken. So he does not want to be the one who who's the first face that Adi sees. So he's literally standing behind, a little bit crouched, so he's hiding behind him almost. And he just pushes the constable forward as the door opens.
Are you Adi?
Adi says nothing.
Well, your friend here says he needs your help. Samay, get on, come on.
He just like leans out from the constables, from behind the constable and to the right, and is like, "Hi, might be another murder. Do you want to come check it out? Could be related."
Adi stares down somewhere for like a good 1 minute, just 30 seconds longer than is comfortable, then turns and walks away. And within, also banging the slamming the door in their face. 5 minutes later, Adi is back, dressed in like a shirt and trousers and like a coat, and has like the occult book with him like slung over in a bag, and just comes out, locks the door, and just stares at them and points.
That's one. We need one more, and let's head quick. And soon you are also at the professor's place.
I fill Adi in on everything on the way, by the way. Yeah.
Samay, I'm not doing this time. You're knocking, you're talking to him, I'm waiting at the carriage.
Okay. Fine. It is probably like closer to 5 a.m., 5:15 now, so it's a little bit earlier, or like later-ish. Just knock, knock, knock. Professor. Knock, knock, knock. Professor. Knock, knock, knock. Professor.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude, the Big Bang Theory.
That's a bit much. But yes, Edwin is asleep. I'm guessing the time is around 5 a.m. now, or like
Yeah.
it's 5. Okay. So Edwin is asleep, and suddenly this incessant knocking, the storm of knocking, rings through his door. He wakes up very sleepy, fumbles for his glasses, puts them on, and then yells, "Who is it? Is this about that patient who eats bugs?" And then he rushes, opens the door, and looks at Sam and Adi.
I need a spin-off about this guy's patients now.
Yeah, same. Samay is just confused. I really hope he doesn't bring his bugs with him during sessions. Anyway, hi. Sorry about the early morning chaos. There's been a murder and another one.
Wait. Yeah. I am here wearing my comfy little PJs on an early night. I haven't even had my bed tea yet. What do you mean murder?
It is 5:15. What do you mean bed tea? How late do you sleep, dude? I fuck with that, but I also yeah, there has been another murder. I was rudely awakened at 4:30 in the morning.
Every adult man needs at least 8 hours of sleep. And let me check. I need 1 more hour for it to be 8 full hours.
It's okay. You can have a longer nap. All of us are functioning on less sleep than we would like.
So
Adi grunts in agreement.
So you said there was a murder. Is it related to what we have been doing? I'm guessing it is. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah. The constable doesn't have all the information, and we're not sure. But it kind of looks like, yeah. I swung by Scoop's place, and I think he might still be getting over the book that he read. So left him a note, letting him know what's going on.
So Edwin looks at them and says, "Come on in. Let me get some tea going." Do you guys have any preferences?
I think we should head to where the body is first. We can have tea later.
Because we haven't even looked at the body.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, of course. Give me a second. I will get dressed. He kind of walks back inside this tiny antechamber, which also doubles as a sort of study. Throws on a coat and a shirt, and comes back out.
All right.
We will come back for tea later.
Yes, please. Agreed. Yes. Something tells me that you make really good tea. So yeah. John, where is it? Where is the?
No, I think I heard you. I just heard you completely break up. Went completely robotic.
Oh,
It
me?
was fine on my side.
It was
Oh, I
fine
think it
on
was my
my
side.
end also.
Yeah.
Then it was me. Yeah.
Yeah, I just said. I think Doctor Mason makes the best tea, and we'll come back for that later. And for now, let's head to the body.
Right.
So as you head out to the street back to the carriage, you see Thane just speaking to another policeman. As you get nearer, you just hear, all right, thank you. I'll just let them know. As the man just leaves, he just turns to you. Okay, bad news. The body has been moved, but good news, I can get you into the mortuary.
You can what?
I can get you into the mortuary.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
That would be. Is there a chance we can look at the mortuary report, perhaps also?
Well, that is why you can get into the mortuary, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Can we look around the scene as well for any clues?
Yes, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, we can swing by the scene. So you want to go to the scene?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
want.
Let's go to the
let's go to
scene
the scene.
first.
Yes.
It'll also give the doctor enough time to conduct his experiment. This is not his. Sorry, his not experiment. Fuck the post-mortem. Yes, that.
Autopsy.
Yes.
We should perhaps also like talk to the people who live around in case they have had like a similar scream situation.
That is not exactly a place where people live.
Okay.
It's more of like shops.
All
Areas
right.
filled with shops and all that. So I don't think you would find it.
Okay.
All right. So you just as the carriage moves and through Whitechapel, it doesn't take much long for you to get to this area. It's in the same district. You get to this place. You see people have started moving about, but you do see the huge blood stain on the floor.
Oh, okay.
But you don't see any kind of blood trail over there. It's only like a
Ah.
huge stain where the blood just puddled. But
Did
most
they-
of it is dried up right now.
Did they find a knife or a weapon?
Make a spot hidden check.
Spot hidden. I have a.
See if your rolls are better this time.
Oh yeah. Watch me roll. 99s again. It's a 9. Oh wow.
Oh, fantastic.
That is a crit. Like I have a 50, so that's
That's
yeah.
an extreme success. You look around. You don't see any kind of, what do you call that, murder weapon. But what you do find are some kind of slash marks, like those blood splatter patterns that you see at a crime scene. So that's what you will find.
Okay.
It's like the blood splatter patterns, like right across, right on the wall of the adjacent building. Says that some kind of a sharp object has been some slash. It was a slashing wound more than a bludgeoning.
Can I, using this extreme success, would I be able to tell how tall the assailant is?
No, I don't think you would be able to tell how tall the assailant. I say it could be someone of average height, based on the height of the blood splatter. But I think you would know that better based on the height of the victim as well.
True, makes sense. Anything else that points to clues about the identity of the killer or the victim?
Well, you don't find anything actually. No, nothing else actually. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. So like last time we found like the book and everything. There's nothing here.
No.
Okay. Um. Okay. So there is some blood splatter here. Could we? I don't know. I don't think forensics is that far advanced that we can collect the blood splatter and test it to see if it has like multiple sources of blood in it or whatever.
I don't think it is that advanced.
No.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is the era they'd barely figured out blood typing and
Yeah,
matching.
Makes sense. Yeah. I don't remember much of my blood splatter history. Or like
No,
I wasn't very good in
it's
biology either. So
No, it's in Dracula. In Dracula, they do
Oh.
Blood
the
transfusion.
blood transfusion, but like they clearly hadn't figured out blood typing yet. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everyone
everyone
doing-
is giving everyone
Oof.
else blood. Like everyone has O positive blood.
it's that Amar Akbar Anthony scene. It's that first scene from Amar Akbar Anthony.
Sherlock Holmes was set in 1800s, 1800s,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
All
Yeah,
of these
even
things
then,
were there,
the first introduction of Sherlock and Watson was him just testing some kind of blood. It was very primitive at that point.
Okay. Makes sense. Cool. So I am going to take a picture of the blood splatter with my camera, which I definitely have because I did put some points in where is it? In photography. Art and craft and photography, I put some points. So wait, no, I did not. Never mind. Ignore me. But I will still take a photograph. I'm a private detective, right? So I'm assuming I have a camera. So
Yeah.
because my
What is
whole
your
job is
photography skill?
it's a 0 because I forgot to put any points in it.
No, it's never 0. That's
No, this is like art and craft 5%, I guess. I don't know.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, then make a roll for photography.
God. Oh no.
One thing you need
39.
to remember is it's never 0. It's either 1 or more than that.
No, it was one of those like auto like fill in yourself
Yeah.
skills, which just doesn't have a percentage on it. But I just looked up and it has 5%, so I misread that. Yeah, which is a shame because like my entire job depends on finding cheating couples, and I don't know how to click a photograph with a camera. This is such a good job. Great, Samay, fantastic. No wonder.
Can I remind you that during the time period you would have those heavy ass cameras with those heavy strong
yeah.
flashes, and all the
Oh.
couples who were cheating would know that you were taking pictures of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, I do have photography skill. I do actually have a higher on that. So can I roll instead of somewhere?
I mean, let's see. Samay, can you try roll?
I got a 40. So
And, I'd say, you would see, Samay just, fumbling with the camera, trying to see where the button is.
I literally just go stand next to him because I have not woken up. This is me at my grumpiest and sleepiest. I'm just going to like poke at his shoulder and like, let me do it, please.
okay.
If there's a camera flash that goes off, Edwin will kind of flinch visibly and say, "My man, give me a warning first."
Adi, try rolling a camera check, photography check.
Okay, I'm going to choose another dice because this dice sucks. Nice. 20. That's below.
So whenever you're telling me your rolls, just tell me, what you rolled out of what. So that I would know.
20, 20 of 55.
20 or 55. Okay. So, yeah, you just take it from him and you just angle it properly and take a photograph. It will take some time to develop it. Instant cameras were not there, not a thing at that point.
And I'm just going to be like, please, you took photographs of the last crime scene, right?
Scooped it.
Oh, Scoop. Where is Scoop? We need why isn't Scoop here?
Steve?
Let's not. Let's not. The poor man had like a traumatic event. Let's not mess with Scoop's head immediately. I'll have a talk to him when we can find him.
Yeah, I tried to find him, or like not find him, but like we went to his house, and there was no response. So I'm just assuming that he's still recovering from the book reading ritual thing that he did, because that kind of messed him up. So
I did not ask him to read the book.
I know, I'm not blaming you.
He should not have read the book.
Yeah, I know, I agree.
Quite frankly, none of you should have tried to read the book, but
They should have
like-
been smart like me and started out slow with that book that you gave me, which was very helpful, by the way. I've learned a lot from that. That is really cool shit. I feel smarter. At least when it comes to occult stuff, not in other things, but yeah.
it's where I started from. This was a book that was given to me by someone I cared about, and they did also tell me not to jump to the stuff. I sincerely wish that Scoop had not just picked up a book thinking it's just a book, because in my line of work, a book is never just a book.
I'm assuming you're just talking about this while heading to the morgue.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm okay. About we do need to develop the photographs. I would like to compare the scenes if anything comes up. I think you may also need to do that somewhere. So, do you have the equipment to develop photographs in your house?
Do you have a dark room, perhaps?
Samay?
I was muted. Sorry about that. I do have, not at my house, but at my my quote unquote office has this dark room in the back. Yeah.
Fantastic. I think that might be a good way to. I think you can develop this photograph on your own, and when Scoop comes, we can compare the photographs and see what the beyond has in store for us. Also, I need tea desperately, please. Otherwise, Otherwise, I will be mistaken for the dead.
See, you guys should have taken up my offer for tea before we got out here. Who wants to look at a dead body without having some tea to fill their stomachs?
John, that's his name, the constable, John.
John Thane.
Yeah. Is there I'm assuming there's a tea shop somewhere nearby the morgue or like the police station, right? Something that'll open.
I
This
mean, yeah,
early?
you would be able to get some tea here.
Yeah. So we can probably
It's
just
almost
swing
6
by.
in the morning, so
Yeah. So we can just swing by, grab some tea on the way. And then I'm sure it's not going to be as good as yours, doctor, but right now we need what we can get.
So after getting some tea, getting this a little refreshed, you finally reach the city morgue. Thane, using his influence, he leads you through the doors to one a specific room where you see this a tall figure, small mustache and a small piece, like almost like a soul patch as well. He just looks at you. Okay, who's the sponge? Have I seen you before? He just looks at you, Samir.
Oh, hello. Hi. I reach into my pocket and I pull out a card. Samay Singh from Samay Singh Investigations. I'm here to look at the body. I was hired by the victim's family to figure out what has happened, and they asked that I work with the police.
Can you make a fast talk check?
Yeah, that is something that I am good at, I believe. No, can I do?
This is fast talk itself.
Damn it! No persuasion or nothing. Okay, fast talk is 5%, so this is going to go great. Fuck, sorry. That's a 23.
Out of 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I also have fast talk, but I have more.
He just looks at you. Just eyes you talked about it. Funny you should say that when, well, the victim has an estranged family and hasn't been in contact with them for quite a long time.
Oh, actually, what I meant was the victim from the previous murder, and I think these two are connected. That's what I meant. Hmm. And
Edwin is going to cut in here and say, "Hello, hello. I'm Edwin Mason. I'm a psychiatrist. We have been sent here by the police to investigate because there is reason to believe that there is some sort of link with this and the previous murder. So we would like your help, if you would, please."
Make a fast talk.
Okay, my fast talk is 5, so this is gonna go brilliantly.
We are here, Inspector. We are here to. We believe that the victim may have been involved in certain crimes beyond nature. We are here to. We are here to investigate this victim on behalf of on behalf of Scotland Yard.
Oh my god!
nice.
Oh my god! I got a 1.
No way.
Okay, so the police has sent you. That's good. Where is my notes? My notes. Yeah, he just extends his hand at you. Detective Inspector Reese Levelin.
Oh, great to meet you, Detective Loveland. What can you tell us about this murder?
Oh, well, body was found at 3:40 a.m. He just takes out this clipboard. He just goes through all of it. Body was found at 3:40 a.m. Found
3:40
dead,
a.m.
yeah, by two people, Robert Paul and Charles Gross. We've investigated them. They just passed by the body and later informed the officials. He just moves the page. She was lying on her back, deep cut across the throat, still bleeding, still body warm, and Doctor Spot.
Mason. Okay.
No, I was
Okay.
talking about the other doctor here. The body was later found by John Thane. No, sorry, not John Thane. It was John Neal. We have a lot of Johns. Yep, John Neal, who found the body, and Sergeant Kirby and Thane were sent to find the doctor. And I think the rest could be. I think it's better you hear it from Dr. Spartling itself.
So Edwin is going to ask, forgive me, but this is going to be a very nonsensical question, but how many times was she stabbed?
Like I said, try the details. I think it's better you ask the doctor.
Okay. Of course. When does the doctor get here?
He's inside.
Okay. Thank you. So we shall perhaps proceed inside.
Okay. Is there anything else you two want to do?
I would like, okay, because I know the doctor and Samay are probably going to tell me all the details. I now want to specifically check if there was any evidence or anything brought with the body that might be of interest to me.
Mm,
So I want to break into the evidence locker.
you want to break into the evidence locker?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get to you. Make a stealth roll, actually.
Do I even have stealth where I'm just throwing out like, no, I don't. I'm just throwing things out right now. This is going to be funny. Yeah, lols. Nope. 40 to 20.
Yeah, you try moving around, but you do see two police constables standing guard near the evidence locker. No way of entering that place.
Can I like get into the evidence locker by using the fact, like I was trying to tell before the doctor succeeded on that role, I would have like used my fast talk to tell them that I'm from Scotland Yard and there's very sensitive evidence in there or something like that.
Scotland
Can
Yard
I?
is the police, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I'm from a very special super secret. I'm from a okay. No, MI6 did not exist then. Can I just say I'm from? No, I don't want to say from the Pinkertons on like a moral basis. Can I just say I'm from like a super
Wait,
special secret
Pinkertons?
branch?
I didn't know Pinkertons were real. I thought it was only a Red Dead Redemption.
Nope, they were very
They are
real.
real.
They are very real now.
The more you know.
Okay, so can I just kind of like go up to the cops and just like kind of tell them that the evidence is that I am from I'm from the government and I'm here
What
for
the?
I want to see if there's something in there. I want to see if there might be something of interest to me in there.
Okay, make a fast talk check. In the meantime, Samay and Edwin, you go to
Yes.
meet the doctor, right?
Yes.
All right. So you head and you see this, a man, short, heavily, like neatly trimmed beard, bald head. He has his white lab coat on with these gloves on. You see a little bit of blood on the gloves, and the man seems to be writing something down in a clipboard on the side. As he hears the footsteps, just turns around. Yes. Can I help you?
Hello, doctor. I'm a psychiatrist. I've been sent here in connection with a few murders that may or may not be connected. May we have some information regarding the autopsy?
Okay. From what we've got, it just goes through this. The victim's name is Mary Ann Nichols, aged 43.
Uh-huh.
According to what the body, a deep cut across her throat, and apart from 2 incisions, there actually no wait. There were several incisions across the abdomen, and she's been disemboweled.
Several incisions.
Several incisions across the abdomen.
Okay.
She's been disemboweled, and here's the worst part. Her womb is missing.
Ah. Yikes. Her womb is. Was there a possibility that she was pregnant, perhaps?
No, I don't. No, there wasn't.
Okay.
She's had children before.
Okay.
From the
She's-
information that we got from people.
How old is she?
43.
43. Okay.
She
So-
lived in 56 Flower and Dean Street.
Was she a lady of the night, perhaps?
Yes.
How many incisions have you
And-
counted?
Several, and there were a lot.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. The way everything has been cut and all that, the murderer had anatomical knowledge. It's not some common butcher who could have done this.
So a doctor
Because
or
whoever
a-
did this seems to have attacked all the vital parts.
So you're saying it could have been a doctor or
Could
a
be a doctor, a mortician, or
undertaker.
I don't think undertakers would have the knowledge.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
It could have been a doctor or a mortician or maybe a nurse. Whoever did this, he had some anatomical knowledge.
Samay's brain is overthinking. Most likely someone who was shunned from the medical field and is now using this as a way to get back to people, because of course that's
Is somebody saying this out loud or thinking?
yeah, out loud.
Or it could be someone maybe from the military. Could be from there as well, right?
Yeah, maybe there's the
Military
shell
doctors.
shock. Yeah, I don't think shell
There are
shock was a
cases
thing
of
in the 1800s. Yeah.
I mean, I think there were wars that happened.
No, I know, but like shell shock as a term came
Yeah.
about in the First World War, right? So
Yeah.
there is also a possibility that this could have been done by people who sell bodies or organs to hospitals. There is
I
a
don't-
whole network of
Wait.
them.
I don't think this organ transplant was a thing.
No, it wasn't, but like for experimentations and like teaching students and stuff.
Burke and Hare, like, were very famous organ
Yeah,
traders like this.
Organ and body traders.
No other organ was touched.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so maybe instead of overthinking and trying to figure out who the killer is, you have information about the victim's family or address. Maybe any friends that they would have.
Yes, we found that. Here's the thing. She wanted to stay at 18 Thrall Street, some lodging house.
Okay.
But she went to get money at 1:40 a.m. Went down Osborne Street to meet a friend, Ellen Holland, who says that Nicole was drunk, very drunk.
Any information about the last clients she had seen, perhaps? Was
She
there
was
perhaps?
last seen at 2:30,
Okay,
going to Whitechapel,
okay.
and after that, no blood trail, no murder weapon, no witnesses.
No. Do we have information about the last clients that she might have taken up?
No.
Did she perhaps have a John who we can talk to? Not John, sorry. Did she perhaps have a pimp that we can talk to?
I don't think so. And one more thing. The body, right? There was something else. There were some faint traces of mugwort.
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 Yeah. Is that not a potion ingredient? Is Adi here with us? Adi is not here with us, right?
No.
Okay.
And also pennyroyal.
Okay. Interesting. Were the traces of mugworts and pennyroyal found within her system, or were they found on her
On
person?
the body.
On the body. Okay.
If they were within a system, then like that could have been written off. Okay, I'm not here, so I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, once I'll tell you.
Would you want to look at the body or?
Yes, please.
He just. Samay, are you also following or?
Yeah, definitely. There's. Yeah. Do you think there's any connection in the way that she was killed with the other victim a few days ago?
I'm sorry. Could you just repeat that?
Do you think there was any connection between Mary Ann Nichols and the other victim from a few days ago?
What other victim?
There was another woman of the night who was killed.
Miss Stabram, right?
Yes. Around the same
That
time
was
of the
A
morning.
long time ago. That was almost 3 weeks ago. No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
And
she
other
was.
than the fact that both of them were ladies of the night, and well, both attacks were needlessly ferocious.
Can you go back and check if the weapon looks similar to these two victims?
She was stabbed, from what
Yeah.
I've heard from the other doctors. She
Yeah.
was stabbed. Needlessly ferocious attacks.
Yeah.
No, visible motive. Both of them were in the same line of work, and both of them were roughly the same age.
That's a lot of connections.
Yeah, but like this one was stabbed, this one was sliced, so I'm not sure. Again,
Well,
there's-
that does not mean much. It could the perpetrator might just be doing that as a sort of red herring to trip up the investigators,
Yeah.
or for some variety. Who knows?
it is
depending on
so
the sort of-
hard to like play this as like in character without the knowledge that players know about this situation. Like it is very interesting. Okay.
Yeah, though. What when she was found, right? Like, I got the body at 4 a.m. I got to the body at 4 a.m. And the body was found by these people at
340. Yeah.
3:40.
340. Yes.
She couldn't have been dead for more than 20 minutes. She was alive when they found her. They just
She
decided
was
to-
alive when they found her. That is interesting
That is
information.
so fucked. They just left her there.
So she could
Murder,
have been saved, but like, okay. Also, this
things like murder and, well, these kind of stuff, they're common in Whitechapel, and people seem to have just, passed it off as another event.
also this raises the question: if the killer did indeed have knowledge of anatomy, he deliberately left her alive while he did whatever the fuck he wanted to do to her. That is a different level of brutality.
And, well, and by the time you reach the body, as he just removes the cover from head to toe, the cover, you see her body, multiple incisions across the body, multiple stab wounds and cuts, and you see that this is a huge cut across her throat and her stomach. I'll need both of you to make sanity checks, please.
Yes.
Okay, sanity check time. Oh, fuck off. That is an 89 on a 40. Fuck.
And what do you do?
86 out of 90.
Yeah, man. That's a good. That's a really good thing. Okay. You seem to be properly collected, seeing this kind of a mangled corpse, but Samay, this one is very new to you. You are new in this job.
Yeah.
And it feels very new. You lose 5 sanity points.
No.
And for this one, at least for the bodies, you will need to make sanity rolls every time you see see different bodies. Because
Okay.
it wouldn't be a serial killer story without serial murders. So.
Yeah.
So can you make an intelligence check?
Yep.
Remember,
This is one I have
You
to.
should-
I want to fail
Yeah.
this, right?
yes.
Okay.
This one you
What's the dice? Fuck me. Yeah. Oh, that was an D10. That's a 69 on a 65. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm good.
You're good. Yeah. You managed to look at the body, but you don't still understand the gravity of this situation. It's just another body that's been completely brutalized for you.
Oh, this is so fucked.
Do you have any more questions? Do you want to know anything else?
Is there anything we can tell from the body that I'm guessing there's nothing we can tell from the body that this guy hasn't told us or hasn't seen already, right? Does it look
Wait,
like
I
he's
have a question.
holding anything back?
Make make a psychology check.
Okay.
Oh shit! Can I do this? Can I do it, please?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay, let's go. 5 out of 75.
Nice.
5 out of 7. Yeah, the man is not, holding anything back, but he actually wants to tell you something else.
Okay. So Edwin looks at the man and says, "Now, now, doctor, as considering that we are in the same field, I would need your complete, unbiased, and candid impressions of this. Please do not hold back anything. It would greatly benefit us and the investigation."
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, well, these things that were found, the
Mm-hmm.
herbs,
Mm-hmm.
these two
Yes.
were, well, one of them, mugwort, is used for digestive aid and also could, well, it could reduce your blood pressure. It
Huh.
helps, like treat high blood pressure.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What about the other? What about the
Penny
what about
royal,
uh,
well, here's the thing. Penny
pennyroyal?
royal, it's been used historically in medicine, but it's also highly toxic if
Hmm.
in concentrated forms.
So toxic in the
And,
sense.
well, it is used to stimulate blood flow.
Hmm. So so what I'm getting from this is that the perpetrator wanted the blood to flow as freely as possible.
Yes.
So interesting. Thank you for the information, doctor.
Okay, so are we
Are you like? Is there anything else you want to do, or shall I jump to Adi?
Yeah, I think we're done here.
yeah.
Right? Adi, what did you roll for your persuasion? I think you were rolling something else, right? Fast talk.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
rolling for fast talk. I rolled a 40, which is 40 to 45.
You managed to just like tell them that it's sensitive evidence that you need, and you managed to get inside. You do see a few files, and one of them is marked Mary and Nichols and with today's date on it.
Okay, so I'm going to read that. I'm also going to try and find the file of the previous victim as well, just to see like what are the notes, what has the cop said, or is there something we missed while we were getting to know each other in that crime scene.
Yeah. The thing is, there is absolutely no evidence at all. No murder weapon has been found except for some notes about what the murder weapon could be, that like a knife or a cleaver or something like that. There's no murder weapon found except for and there were some notes about the doctors, the morticians, footnotes and all that. I think we've already covered those in the previous session and this session already. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing else. There's nothing new in it.
Okay. Is there a locker or something in which is marked according to the file
No.
case number? Nothing.
There was no evidence found here for these both.
Okay.
Both of these films.
He's getting better. Okay, so I take a look and I finish reading all of this stuff. Okay, wait. Has something like this happened before? Would I want to check like possible cold case files as long as I'm here to see if something similar would have happened before.
Make a library use check.
Yes. Might as well use my skills. My skills.
Again, whichever you pass, mark them. Steve, I think you passed a check, right?
Oh yeah, I passed 2, I believe.
Yeah, mark
One
them.
was the intelligence one I failed, right? So that doesn't count.
Yeah, no, those are not skills. Those are characteristics. So you don't mark characteristics. It's only skills that you.
Oh, yeah. The 9 that I got, which was for
It
what was it for?
was
Fuck. Spot hidden. Yeah.
spotted
Yeah.
it, spotted it.
Yeah.
And you passed for psychology, right?
Psychology and fast talk.
Yeah, both of them you can just mark.
Yes.
At the end of the session, you can improve it.
What happens if I get the exact
That's a
number?
pass. It's a pass.
Oh,
You meet it, you beat it.
yay.
All right. So you
44.
pass. Yeah, for you look through everything, but you don't seem to find. There were random murders that happened, but nothing that could relate to the current murders. Like in terms of the pattern, in terms of the ferocity or motives, that nothing seems to be matching.
Why London? London's-
Why not London?
Why London to pull something so heinous? What is so special here? I make a note in my head to start looking up history, like occult history of London and occult locations in my own shop.
Okay.
And I join these two in the mob room.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you meet up again. Adi just comes back. Is there anything you people would want to do?
Yes,
No?
I would like to ask Adi about. So first, I would inform Adi about the everything, the autopsy reports, all the information we've found, and then I'd inform her about the presence of certain herbs, which would be mugwort and pennyroyal, and also their the sort of side effects those those herbs have, and then I'd look at Adi and I'd ask her, do these herbs have any other uses in your line of work?
Well, mugwort and pennyroyal I have used for personal reasons. I'm sure most of what I know, I remember from my college days, is it's used as a contraception. But you said this was found on the body, not
On
in
body,
the
yes.
okay. Can I do some kind of knowledge? I don't know, occult knowledge. Yeah, I'm gonna do an occult. And to do an occult check. 30 to 65.
30. You know these things. A mugwort, while also the previous ones, it is also a painkiller. And in your in ritualistic practices, it has strong association with dreams and divination. It's burnt as an incense under a pillow to enhance lucid dreaming.
Okay. And this was okay.
It's mugwort. And pennyroyal, it's associated with protection and purification, to ward off evil spirits, to burned or scattered, to cleanse a place of negative energies.
The pennyroyal is used for protection and purification, which it feels like the killer not only seeks to remove physical evidence but seeks to also remove metaphysical evidence on some level, or some level of trying to cleanse his crime or purify the area around him for for ritualistic purposes. I'm not entirely sure, but what fascinates me is the use of mugwort, especially the use of mugwort on a body, on the body. Like it
You
is.
oh, go on, please.
Was it found in a liquid form? Was it like sprinkled over her, or was it
There were just
like
traces of clothes.
traces of it? I believe that our killer is trying to contact somebody
Do you
because
believe perhaps is it possible that mugwort was used to was since it's a painkiller, it could have been used as a sort of anesthetic, so that her life is intact while he does these horrific things to her.
I believe it would have been useful, but I don't think that was his entire motive to use mugwort, because mugwort is also used for trances, to go in some form of dreams or divination. So I do believe that using it as an anesthetic, I think this killer is a very efficient and tactical balancer. He balances both the physical needs to cover up his crime, and also at the same time is very good at but uses ingredients that work both ways. I believe this may not be. I believe that this person is probably very experienced in some form of biological sciences, but his magical skills are still something he's learning, so he's still relying a lot on his flora and fauna knowledge.
It's interesting to see somebody who combines their scientific knowledge along with their parascientific knowledges, if I might say so. Well, this might actually help us in our investigation. If we can keep a lookout for a doctor, a nurse, or a mortician who have access to any sort of occult, or who seem to have any sort of occult interests, that might probably be a good profile, a good beginning profile.
I agree. I personally would suggest we don't look, we, I would suggest we be careful among looking for more of the local hacks. I don't necessarily think any kind of local hack or someone who is used to treating some of the lower classes should be. I don't think we should start there. I think we should start with somebody who works at one of the bigger hospitals, because this feels learned. This feels. I think we're up against a not a formidable warlock or a formidable mage, but I think we are up against a formidable doctor.
Another question I have, considering that the book we found, if we assume that the killer was trying to contact something of not quite this world, who would you assume the killer was trying to contact? Should we look through our books to figure out an answer? Should we look through the book to figure out an answer?
Yes, I was already. I was going to suggest that we retire to my shop. I can open around 10 a.m. today. In the meantime, we can look through my books, because I think this is a very unique crime for this city, and this city has never surprised me once, and the fact that it is surprising me now is deeply troubling. I would like to know everything about the underworld as such, not underworld as in of crime, but underworld of its symbolism.
You have a lot of love for this city. It's quite endearing to see. unlike some of us more disillusioned people.
Doctor, I Adi kind of smile, like laughs a bitter laugh, and it's like, Doctor, my relationship with this city is deeply complicated. It's not
So is
as
mine.
easy as you think.
And there are a lot of things I cannot quite forgive the city for, especially the way it treats its most vulnerable. And hence, I can say that I'm entirely not surprised by what is happening.
This city has taught me to rely on myself, and I both love and resent it for it.
Okay, shall we consider Adi's shop as our temporary headquarters? Considering it seems we'll be stuck together for quite a while.
That might be the best option. We can leave a note to Scoop to just come there whenever
Right.
he does recover.
So as you're going through just talking about all that, you see the doctor is still looking at the body, trying to see if he can find anything else.
Okay, I'll
So,
approach
as
the
you're
doctor.
finishing the thing, I think I have found something else.
Oh, what is it?
Uh, he just lifts her left hand, and you see right under, like near the left side of the torso, you
Mhm.
find some kind of symbol that seems to have been carved into her body.
Edwin sees it and calls Adi over.
Good God. This poor woman, like Adi for the first time looks actually like perturbed. Like is generally like this a lot of this stuff has not like they've taken most of this in stride, but this is just but the fact that there's further desecration of the body apart from what has been done is like Adi takes a step back and kind of just like takes a second to breathe. Okay.
So
What does the
this
symbol look like?
so the symbol, what you see is an inverted triangle, and from the inside, inverted triangles, right? You see, from the top corners of the triangle, you see root-like tendrils, and they seem to be, like spreading out like branches of a tree. And inside the triangle, you see oval-shaped markings.
Would I find this symbol like, or at least some parts of the symbol, even vaguely familiar?
Make an occult check.
Hmm? That's another. Oh, I'm rolling a lot of 40s these days. 40.
You symbol, right?
Yeah.
It seems to be representing the chaotic influence of Shub Nigurath.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's SHUBNIGGURATH. Also known as the Black Goat of the Woods.
You know,
The
I've been
black
reading up
hole.
on this occult stuff, and I probably shouldn't make this joke, but do we have to be on the lookout for wild goats now?
Sam, please be serious.
I. Uh, what forests still do exist in London for us to actually be looking for, to be able to find goats. So, this is so I don't. Oh, Adi kind of has to like kind of step away again and just. Okay.
It was a lot funnier in my head. I'm sorry.
Adi is very, very disturbed right now. Like for the first time in this whole, like it stopped being like something like, oh, it's kind of fascinating in an occult way. Like I can get answers and I can get more knowledge. Now it's just like, okay, this is fucked up. This is
Edwin will notice the signs of distress on Adi and say, "Are you all right?"
So,
trying.
Adi, from what you know, right? Shubh-Niggurath is one of the outer gods. She is, often imagined as this, as an amorphous writhing mass of black, ropey tentacles, mouth and eyes, and a constantly shifting form. She represents the dark and uncontrolled side of creation. While she's a symbol of life, it is a corrupted, chaotic and monstrous life.
I think we need to get back to my shop. I will explain
Of course.
more. I kind of I asked the morgue doctor. Will you be? Could you please let me know and I give them my address. Could you please let me know address of the shop? Could you let me know when Mary is going to be buried? I would like to pay my respects in any way I can.
I think she would be buried in a day or two. I don't think we would be keeping her body here anymore.
Edwin will cut in real quick and say, "Doctor, would you mind if we take a picture of that symbol?"
He just looks at all of you. Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Edwin will look at Sam and say, "Would you like to do the honors? Considering you're the most experienced out of all of us."
I kind of fucked it last time, I think.
Okay. Second time's a charm.
It's
Let's
okay.
go.
I can.
please,
Doctor,
please,
could I get a piece of paper, please? I'll just draw the symbol.
That's smart.
Make an art and craft check.
Are you kidding? For an inverted triangle?
No, it's not just an inverted triangle. There's tendrils and other shit.
Oh
That's-
shit! Yeah. Okay.
That's Call of Cthulhu for you, dude.
fair
Art
enough.
and
I'm just being
craft.
an idiot.
Okay, I can. Do I? Where is the art and craft? I can't.
No, it's
see.
5. It's 5.
5. Good God. Does anyone else have art and craft, or are we going to have to go for photography?
Please go
don't-
for photography because I think that's more.
Yeah,
practical.
yeah. Let's just go for photography because I am absolutely.
I also have
focused.
5% in art and craft, so not happening.
Photography.
Nope. Let's just take. I'm just going to roll for photography because fuck it. 30.
Oh yeah, you also saw the body, right? Can you make a sanity check?
Oh yeah, you finally remembered. Yep.
I thought we could skate by.
Yeah, just like I could just escape. Nope. Okay, I'm still rolling D100 for like against my sanity, right?
So, Steve, now that your sanity has reduced, the next time you roll a D100, it would be against your new sanity.
Makes sense. Oh no.
That's 100.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
I am so fucked. So fucked.
Well, let's hope you you
R.I.P.
pass the intelligence
R.I.P.
check.
y'all. R.I.P.
You, a fumble on a sanity check causes you to lose the maximum of that roll.
Jesus
So that's basically 7 points of sanity.
Yikes.
Oh, I thought you meant
Intelligence check.
like all 100 points. For a second, I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Make an intelligence check.
okay. Intelligence. All right. Intelligence against. Oh yeah. 20.
Out of?
75.
Yeah, you are not supposed to pass this one.
Oh no.
something about this symbol and the way it was, the body was found, right? It hits you hard in the, your deepest of minds. It doesn't sit right with you. You continue to look at the body as your mind starts to kind of fall apart for some time. Now let's see what you get. Let me roll a die. There's a
Can I
D10 that
just
I need.
can I just say, add the thing that I
Sure.
had mentioned in my backstory there was an incident. I hadn't elaborated on what was the incident in college that got me kicked out. But I'm going to say that this incident involved a vision of involved a forest and darkness that just kept seeming to multiply. I'm going to say that that I'm getting serious trauma flashbacks right now.
Oh gosh.
You see this and you feel the sudden tinge of panic in your heart. You just flee from there. Just run. You just need to get the hell out of this place.
I'm going to hightail it out of there. I'm just going to, like, I think what happens is, as I'm about to take the picture, I really am starting to stare at the symbol more and more, and it starts to become increasingly familiar to me. And I flash back to me, this like a weird, this artist who's having the time of their life, and suddenly we end up in this forest, and I end up in this like writhing mass of perpetual creation of like this creature that cannot stop creating, cannot stop giving birth. And the horror of seeing that, of being of like being trapped in that like roiling mass of constant birth, constant pain, constant labor, again and again and again and again. It like, I can start feeling it in my own body now. I can start feeling all that. Like there's a reason why pennyroyal and mugwort was used by a lot of women, AFAB people of the era, was to prevent pregnancy, and Adi has been taking that pretty consistently. So like you have a now victim who has a womb that's been torn out, and with that symbol, Adi, this is hitting every single one of Adi's triggers. Adi is fucking booking it, just straight up like running as fast as possible and like dodging traffic, and it's just actually it feels like something has invaded their body again.
I was going to
Amazing.
make a Panic at the Disco joke, but this got way too serious, dude.
Oh my god.
You said panic in the heart, and I was waiting to make a Panic in the Disco joke. Anyway, never mind.
Will Edwin be able to see or identify the signs of trauma in Adi?
Make a psychology check.
Yay. Fuck. I accidentally closed my dice rolling app, lol. Sorry. $38 out of 75.
38 out of
Nice.
75. Yeah, you would know that they're panicking, and as Adi just goes back, you two are left at the doctor, and the doctor just looks at you.
I will look at the doctor and say, please give me a minute, and I will go after Adi.
Adi
Same.
would be running back to the shop, or Percival? Will Adi be running running back to the shop, or?
I think Adi is not is kind of running blindly. So they're going to run to the I think what they're going to run to, not their shop, but is going to run into I think they're going to run into an alley. They're like quite familiar with, because they've made a lot of like secret book trades, met a lot of people there. I think this was like an artist alley kind of scenario. So I'm going to run into there and just going to kind of just hide behind a shop or something, while I like try to stop feeling like something has like alien style invaded my body.
Gotcha.
Samay, noticing this happening, barely pays attention to the doctor, the mortician, and quickly packing up the camera and is just taking after Edwin and Adi. Right now, his focus is on his friend. The mortician can send Adi a message at their shop if needed. Otherwise, fuck that. Yeah.
All right. So you go after Adi, and the mortician, he has Adi's address, so he can send anything. But yeah, both of you go after Adi. You find Adi in the alley trying to breathe. I think what you describe is kind of like a panic attack itself. So you see Adi trying to catch a hold of themselves, standing in the alley.
So
Throwing up a little bit, just throwing up a little bit. Definitely, I think they'll come in right after I've just kind of finished throwing up.
So okay. So Edwin will see her. Sorry, Edwin will see Adi, and then Edwin will approach Adi, and then say, "Close your eyes, breathe, hold on to something. Remember that you are not in your past anymore. Things have changed. You have control over yourself."
She will not have me. She will not have my body again. I don't.
You are.
She.
Edwin will reach out and say, "I'm going to hold your hand now." Is that okay?
Okay. Okay.
So Edwin will hold their hand, and then say, "You are safe. You are perfectly fine. What happened in the past is the past. It can't hurt you anymore. Breathe in. Try to hold on. Try to focus on my voice. Try to focus on the touch. Remember that you need to ground yourself."
My body is mine. My body and I are one. I belong to no one else, and no one else has any power over me. No one else. You will not have me. You will not have me.
Adi, you're an extremely strong, extremely intelligent person. Think about how much you fought to have control over yourself.
Adi kind of like takes a second, breathes in, kind of once they start being able to breathe normally, kind of just go, "Thank you, doctor. You are a credit to your profession."
Of course. Would you like something? We can get some tea, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. At that moment, Samay rounds the corner holding chai. He saw everything that was happening, and he stepped away to the corner shop, and he got some chai because tea always helps him calm his nerves. So he figured this will help Adi if they need it, and just wordlessly offers them the glass.
Yeah.
So Edwin will look at Samay and say, "Oh, look," in a sort of jovial, trying to very playful tone, say, "Look who has decided to make themselves useful."
Hey, if there is one thing that I'm good at is knowing when people need chai. Okay, so yeah,
fantastic.
Thank you. You don't by chance have any little magic flasks with magic liquid?
I thought you'd never ask. So he reaches into his trench coat deep pocket, pulls out a silver flask. It has a engraving on it, like an S with a with an M, like S, and at the second curve of the S is where the M starts, and he hands the flask to, or he opens the flask and he hands it to, or he just tips it actually. Say when, and he continues tipping till Adi says when.
When
He
I think
stops and he lets a little bit more through. He's like, okay, I think that's enough. And
yeah,
doctor, here if you want some.
Thank you so much.
all three of us in the alley, just like, yeah, this has been a fucking morning, and
Irish
all of
tea,
us
I
are
guess, yeah.
just. I'm having tea. We're all having alcohol at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
It's
it
3
is.
o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Edwin will hold up his teacup and say, "Well, if you're doing this, let's have a cheers."
Here's to Scoop, and to finding this fucker and taking them down. Yeah.
Here's to Adi, and let's hope that they never have to face this again.
Here's to us stopping. Here's to us stopping unnecessary. Here's to stopping invasions.
Edwin will kind of sigh and say, "Well, I've given up hope for that, but well, pipe dreams, I guess."
Unfortunately, same. And we all I just silently just keep sipping my alcohol infused chai. All of us are just going to just keep drinking.
Edwin will say very casually, it seems that the alcohol seems to taste better with coffee. Well, that's a note for another day, I suppose.
Okay. So
You can have coffee after. If you more than earned a coffee, doctor, we can go get it. It's my shop can. I'll need an hour to set up my shop for opening anyway.
Is there anything you need to discuss at your store?
Yeah, we have to do some research on.
We have to do some research on, on the herbs
symbol and
and
stuff, yeah.
rituals. Yep.
Okay.
Rituals for Shubh Nigrat, and also
Yes.
finding out on the occult history of London.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Adi, just while we're walking, you mentioned. Have you mentioned? I'm assuming. No. Yeah. You mentioned that you were supposed to meet the first victim. We're assuming who's connected to this. Where did you get the information to meet them? Do you have like a book club that you meet at, or like a location or stuff? Someone who you learned from, who would potentially have more information about this stuff? Something like that you could reach out to for help?
That's a good point. I should have thought of that before. Yes, I have a mentor, a friend of sorts, who usually comes up to me in the library, in the local library next to mine, this one, the Hollywell library. Usually that library is for a lot more erotic tastes, but there are some decent occult books in there. So I think if I drop a message to the librarian, I think I can meet. I think my mentor will get it, and we can find out if they know more. They probably will know more about Shubh Nigrat.
Edwin will remark at this point, now that I think about it, you said that you were looking for the book for the first victim, weren't you? Why would a lady of the night keep a book of this magnitude?
I honestly, that's a question I've been thinking about for a while, but I still cannot. I honestly did not know that this was a lady of the night. I assumed this would be another book trader of sorts, but when I came to it and I saw the murder and it was in Whitechapel, it confounds me as to possibly it could be a reason that somebody left this book with her, a former client perhaps. But I think this is something we should also ask, especially if my mentors are one who
Percy
told me about
Wallace. That's the name. If you can't remember the mentor's name, it's Percy Wallace.
Percy Wallace. Okay, I think Percy will be able to give us more about how he came to know about her. And
Perhaps we can reach out to some surviving kin of the victim, just to figure out if she had any interest in occult. I'm starting to believe that this occult line of investigation is something we should follow a little bit more diligently now.
I agree. I mean, I've always been here, but this time it's. I just thought this was another upstart mage or magician or even a librarian like myself who started to believe too deeply in who started to believe they could control these forces. These forces cannot be controlled. These. Okay.
You need to calm down. You went through a lot. Try to rein in your emotions.
Let us go back. I will call for some. I will call for some food from the shop next, from the diner, from the place next to me. We can we can start getting into research, and I will drop a message for Percy.
Yes.
All right. As the people are going towards Adi's shop, let's have a tiny break. So yeah, hey everyone. So in the before the break, they found another body, and after a lot of investigation, the players, and a panic attack, the players or the characters have decided to go to Adi's shop to discuss a little bit more about this case. So as you're getting towards the shop, as you get into the shop, what would you like to do?
We wanted to do research on like the symbol and related stuff, right?
Give me a library use check, any of you.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Let me check.
I'll do that. See.
Four out of 60.
Nice.
Nice. Then mine was 30 out of 40. So yeah, I think we'll go with we'll go with the good doctor.
Okay. So what do you get for the library? What did you get again? Is it a hard success?
It's 4 out of 60, so I think it's like a extreme success.
Extreme success. Okay. So what you get is these you go through this one about Shubh Nigurat, and things you find are different like you find some rare information about something about a summoning ritual of Shubh Nigurat. But it doesn't seem to be giving much details about this. Right. And it seems to be giving you some timings about a lunar eclipse. That when the this whole summoning ritual should be taking place. And you also know that like Shubh Nigurat's presence is not required for the ritual success. Even a minor manifestation could result in monstrous horror.
I don't like that.
And well, the targeted thing. Oh yeah, one more. You notice one more. What do you call that? Similarity between the victims. They have at least 5 children each.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, this is what you'll get.
Interesting. I can do a thing, which is reach out to my contacts and try to spread the word about the fact that I don't know if I should do this or not. I'm talking to the basically to the others. I don't know if we should spread a panic or not, but I think maybe if we tell the women of the night that someone might be targeting them, it could cause a panic, but it could also save lives.
The more important question is, will people believe us if we tell them?
I don't think we should tell them the details, but two of their brethren have already died. I think we should at least let them know to not go
Be
anywhere
careful.
alone. This is still a human. This person can be overpowered with numbers if I'm hoping that these rituals have not already given him some dark power. But if not, then I think we should tell them to just bunch up and not go with any client anywhere alone. However, especially we can tell them, let's tell them some of the details, but not specifically anything about the symbol or anything, just that they are being targeted.
They're being targeted, yes.
Yes.
Especially if they happen to have children.
Yes. I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, I think I think Percy, I think I am going to send a message to Percy. Percy should let me know about his connection, so we can actually go speak to these ladies and then just have them know to be careful.
Again, women of the night. This thing. Percy won't be having any connections. He's a scholar, right? So he won't be having much connections here. It seems like only he had only one connection with Martha Tabra, and she's dead.
We can perhaps go to the red light district.
You live in the red light district.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, well, yeah. Well, since I live close to in the middle of the red light district, perhaps I can go talk to them.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You need to.
Persuasion is how much do I have in persuasion?
An extreme success on a persuasion check.
Oh god.
Mm.
That's not gonna happen. Let's see. Persuade, okay. Okay, I do have like 45 in it, so let's hope. 20! Nice. Okay, that's not an extreme. Okay, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Can I use my luck points and make it an extreme?
You want to? Yeah, sure.
Yes, I will.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
Because you
I
won't
do.
be, getting your luck points back.
I do have a lot of luck points. I have like 70 luck points. I can use like it's 20. I just need to make it 9. So that's 11 luck points.
All right.
Yes. Okay, done. So 70 minus 11 is
59.
59. Yes, thank you.
You managed to try to get a word out about a possible killer that seems to be moving, but a few people start taking you a little seriously, start moving out in groups, but a few don't. Again, you're not.
Hello.
He's on talking to somebody.
Okay.
Well, the negotiation was a success. Anyways, getting back to the game. Yeah, you're not really influential in that area, so even with a hard success, you do get a few people indoors, but not completely. You can't stop that whole business completely. Is there anything else you people would want to research about, do or discuss before we do a timescale?
I'm just going to go and ask Percy on how he drop a message to Percy and get to speak to him and ask how he found out about Martha and who told him about Martha and things.
So from what you get from Percy is you needed since you needed some book. Martha was basically under a guise of this thing, but she was an old cult member, so she did have some access to that book.
Okay.
A reformed cult member.
Do we know what
I-
kind of cult?
Yeah, would he know and what kind of cult was it? A cult to Shubnigrath?
That was a cult one. I did have this written. I did have this written somewhere. They didn't have a specific name for the cult, but this particular cult, from what he knows, was worshipping the mother of chaos.
Oh
And
God.
they believed in sacrificing unworthy lives to the goddess.
Just Mother of Chaos, not specifically.
Mother
There
of
was
chaos, mother of
Yes.
chaos, all mother, had different names.
okay. Well, Adi is going to assume that they were talking about Shubnigrath in this case. Like it all sounds very familiar. Or the names and everything sound very much like her area of thing, her area of horror, essentially. The horrors. So essentially, she's going to be like, okay. So the first person killed was not just somebody who was a lady of the night, was somebody who was part of the cult.
A cult? Interesting.
Not just a cult, possibly the cult that worshipped Shubnigrath.
There is a cult that worships Shubnigrath? To what end? Why would you want eternal chaotic creation?
Yeah.
Who knows? There are many people who are desolate and barren and see creation as this unalloyed good and don't understand the absolute horror it can be. Sometimes I'm not sure, but Percy said that they worship the mother of chaos and sacrificed unworthy lives.
Unworthy life. That is a theory I had myself. It seemed as if by going after the ladies of the night, the perpetrator or the killer, whoever, wants to make a point that he wants to cleanse or purify the society in some form, in some capacity. And perhaps tearing out the womb is a form of him trying to purify the process of creation.
That's why the penny royal, the penny. I was assuming remorse. It wasn't remorse. He was cleansing the victim of her supposed sins, not himself. This fucking bastard of a person.
He
Okay.
is a man with extreme ego. I'm surprised that he chooses to worship a certain god because for people like this, they believe themselves to be the reincarnation of gods.
Maybe he intends to reach her level, or maybe he intends to bring her into the world so he can be rewarded as such. Who
Or
knows?
perhaps he wants to ascend to godhood himself, or become a part of whatever, whatever fucked up, messed up idea of power he has in his mind.
Yeah. Okay. Anorak,
Hmm?
was the first victim's womb ripped out?
No.
Could you also check uh, if the second victim is someone that Percy knows?
No, it's not. It's just a random thing.
Okay, so that connection is not a connection, I guess.
Okay, so I think that the the first victim was not attacked to the same level of brutality the second one was.
Or perhaps, since it was a more public location, the killer simply did not have time to go through that.
It was found on private property. The first body.
Yeah.
Is it possible that our killer is somebody Martha knew? And she was confronted, or she confronted him for purposes of blackmail or payment or something, and she became his first unintended kill. It was a motive of it was an opportunity. It was a motive of opportunity rather than her being part of the plan. The first person to be part of the plan is our second victim, not our first.
That is very possible. And considering that, I would say, I'm surprised. I would say perhaps since Martha was part of a cult, what if the killer is also from the same cult?
Exactly. It's what I was also thinking, that this person is somebody she knew, and somebody was most like maybe a member who was kicked out of the cult, or somebody who was bereft
Perhaps,
by the cult breaking up.
or perhaps cults do not like dissenters. Perhaps she called them out.
Maybe.
And it's
Okay,
possible
this
that.
is. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say these are all very good theories, but they're all theories. We don't really have any proof. I'm trying to figure out how we can get some, but
We can perhaps, if does Percy have any information regarding the cult? Could we perhaps infiltrate the cult?
Are there other members that he
Knows.
knew, or maybe he
knows,
knew
yes.
that Martha would know?
Yes, exactly.
Let me roll something.
Okay, what will we roll?
I will be rolling that.
Okay,
It's
okay,
rolling.
okay.
Okay. Percy might have some idea, but he needs a few days to
Okay.
get you solid information.
Okay.
Okay, also I wanted to check up on like the occult history of London specifically, but now I'm going to narrow it down to the to cults in London. If there has been like newspaper articles or something, anything involving all cults, the cult activity in London that has that very specifically have violent histories behind them.
Okay. Okay. Again, make a library check, but it will definitely take you a few, some time for you to get this information. It's not easily available.
20.
Oh,
That's
out of
20 out of 40.
that's a hard success. Please tell me the full thing. That's how I would.
Oh
know.
yeah. 20 out of 40.
Okay. 20 out of 40, right? You would these are the different kinds of newspaper clippings that you would find. Okay. So there is the Witchwood children disappearances in 1763. So this is a newspaper clipping on the London Gazette on September 18th in 763. 7 children missing in Witchwood, signs of foul play. Local authorities are baffled by the disappearance of 7 children from the Witchwood area. Only evidence left behind is strange circular symbols scorched into the earth in a clearing near the Witchwood forest. Eyewitnesses claim they heard chanting and unusual lights in the sky on the night of the disappearances. Superstitious locals blame an accident. Devilish cult said to have haunted the area centuries before. Authorities urge calm and rationality before, though no arrests have been made. And then there is the Thames Coven. Ritualistic murders terrorize the dock workers, the Thames Coven at large. That is the newspaper clipping. A body of a young woman was discovered near St. Catherine docks yesterday. This was October 31st, 1825, bearing strange carvings on her abdomen. Police believe the Thames Coven, a group rumored to be practicing satanic rituals, may be behind this heinous act. Though authorities deny any connection to similar murders from years prior, skeptics question whether the cult has returned. And that's it. And one more that you find is something about the Black Goat cult of London, but very little is available. They were only active from 1600 to 1700s, and very little you find very little on this. Like the symbol, something about their rites involving human sacrifice, blood offerings, and summoning of small malformed creatures. But that's about it.
I'm going to set up a murder board of sorts, like full whiteboard, red string, everything, in like in the back area of the shop, and I'm going to start like over the next couple of days. I'm collecting more. I'm finding more. I also, despite every part of me deeply reluctant, I am going to try and reach out to old friends of old classmates of mine in college, especially people who were there the night we went camping. We had that boat party and the incident happened. I am going to be reaching out to my to classmates of mine, old friends. And I'm going to reach out to my mentor, who was the one who had found me in the first place, and what happened, and like, just try and I want to now. I'm going to contact my old mentor so she can help me, so he can help me get those memories back, the memories I have suppressed.
All right, that works. But yeah, you don't exactly get much information from them. And I'm talking about this in like over the course of the next few days. So if you want to do, if anyone else wants to do anything else, that was the time, or forever hold your peace.
Okay. So yes, Edwin will research on cases of serial killings where killers would go after a specific type of people or would commit several chain murders.
Okay.
And like any other and perhaps like go through like police records of wanted criminals who have like killed women before, or like specifically ladies of the night before.
All right.
I would like to ask Adi for another book, like the next level in the occult stuff, to learn more if possible. You see that Samay brings you the book back, and he also shows you a notepad that is full of notes from stuff that he's noted down from the books and things that he thinks are important. And I didn't want to make notes in the book, so I made, because that would have been weird, so I made them Here, this seems really interesting, and if you have anything more, like the next level, that would help.
Adi kind of really looks at Samay and sees this like very familiar sort of like light in his eyes that Adi had a long time ago. But like with Adi, it was not just knowledge, it was a desperate need to make sense of their trauma. And like they have a lot of mixed feelings about, getting Samay into this kind of stuff, getting his knowledge up, because like, oh God, am I corrupting somebody? um so they nod and say, Samay, I I will admit I am a strange soul. That is, in fact, lonely on occasion, and sharing knowledge is something I like doing out of some sense of wanting to not be the only person who knows a lot of this stuff, but also in a sense of vindictive pleasure. I find sometimes that I want someone to be burdened with the same ideas and sense of looming looming horror of our own insignificance in this world. And I don't think and I indulge that feeling a lot. I have been that person. I have been somebody who has used knowledge as a weapon for a long time. But I need you to be very sure as to how far you want to go down this path. I have many books I can give you, but do not tread, but please tread lightly. Please be very careful that you read another book or you find something, the further you go, the more your sense of your own self is going to disappear within this immense, vast, never ending world.
I really appreciate it. I don't plan to uh, read as far, or like to go as far as you have, in the sense that you, if you're at like level 10, probably just thinking of like level 4 or 5, no further than that. So I just want a better understanding of basic level, nothing more. So if you think that what I'm trying to go for is more advanced than what I should be doing, or if you think that if that will cause irreparable damage, then I won't pursue it. I trust your gut. So yeah, it's you tell me how you think we should proceed, and I'll follow that.
Okay. I will give you a few books specifically about London and its magic and occult history, but I need you also to get yourself something grounded in our reality, in our city. I need you to have some level of support. Okay. I will give you these books, but you should come, but I will only give you these books when you come to my shop. Just
Yeah.
And I won't allow you to take these home with you. Just stay, just come to the shop. You can read them in my back room. We'll have tea, we'll have lunch. I need you not to be alone when you continue to read further, because I'm not entirely sure of your personal life, but I would rather no one is isolated or alienated and has someone else to remind them that the reality we live in is does matter.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's a good deal. I agree. And plus, I you know, a lot of time. I spend a lot of my time alone going over case notes and stuff. So this way, at least, I get to have a social interaction once in a while. So that's also very helpful. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm down.
Of course. Of course. So I take out a book about this is kind of like a book about like occult symbols, like not like occult symbols throughout history, like something that you would like you have your your you have like the three mothers, that kind of thing, like fairly typical, you would find them throughout mythology kind of thing. So I kind of start with like we start with mythology, and then we start and then I will give him, as we go on, I'll give him like a little more like niche, rare knowledge.
So this happens over the next few days. You don't have much luck with your, your friends on your friend's side. Yeah, they won't know much about this. And the serial killers, before Jack, this whatever this, killing is happening, you do find some of them, but you don't find much more. Most of the, like almost all of them were hanged.
Okay. All right.
What you do, so it does have a few days. So I'd say 9 days have passed. Now it is morning of September the 9th.
Oh no.
The knocking is back.
Whose house is this?
And this time, let's go with Adi.
Okay.
Adi, you are again awakened by constant rapping on the door, like just knock, 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 knock. That's it.
I wake up. I have been sleeping very lightly over the last couple of days. And when I hear the noise, I wake up immediately and I kind of just, take a second. This time I'm not like grumpy. I'm just like, shit. Please tell me no. Please tell me no. Please tell me there's not. Please, please. I'm kind of saying in my head, please let it be that we caught someone. Please tell me we have a suspect. And I slowly open the door.
See, Thane just standing there. You need to get your friends.
Let me get my coat.
And we need to get the doctor. I thought it would be better if you could look at the body before it goes to the morgue.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I dress up quickly. My bag is on the table. I've had it there, like I've had my books in my bag, like I have it ready. Like I'm just picking up and we are going to go.
So both you and both Same and Edwin are awakened. So what are your reactions this time for the third awakening? For the third murder?
The moment Edwin hears, like, does Edwin also hear knocks? Does Edwin also wake up from knocks, or is it like, yeah, I mean, I guess, do they come over, or is it like I don't think he has a phone. Okay, yeah, I'll just assume that they came over, yeah. So the moment he hears knocks early in the morning, he has like a almost trauma reaction. uh, he wa- he like he knows deep down that it's related to the case, but at the same time he does not want to accept it, and nor does he want to confront the violent reality that another murder has happened. So he kind of like pretends not to be home, or like pretends to be busy, and like lets the knocking go on for like at least 5 more minutes, and then he kind of gives up, opens the door and says, another one.
Yeah.
Well, not looking forward to that sight, I suppose.
No.
Who heard it
Um,
first this time? Was it you, Adi?
Yeah,
Have you been
this
doing
time.
well? You look like you've not been sleeping.
No, not particularly. And
Do you want me to write you a prescription, perhaps? You
no,
need your sleep.
I get, I do get some sleep. It's not I'm not entirely sleepless. It's not an insomnia issue. I'm just.
Well, listen, you need to catch it before it gets bad. Remember, I'm always here for any help.
Thank you, doctor. Let's let's see this.
Yeah.
Let's see this woman.
And Samay, what is your reaction here?
Samay opens the door fully dressed, steps out. Before even like the minute he hears a knock, is like doors swung open before you even finish knocking. Right? Let's do this, I guess. He's wearing his classic trench coat, grey this time. And he looks haggard, like he hasn't slept. Samay has been staying up every night till 5 a.m. expecting another knock, fully dressed, ready to go. And he's been getting his full 8 hours of sleep, but it's been from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Not, yeah. So he's ready to do this, I guess.
So on the way, picking up Dr. George Phillips, you reach the place at around 6:30 in the morning. What you find, no, this is in 29 Hanbury Street in Whitechapel itself. So there is this apartment complex. You need to go through from the main street into the backyard, and you see the body, lying on the back on its back over there in the grass. Throat cut, several incisions, disemboweled. The intestines seem to have been cut out and placed carefully near the shoulder, left shoulder of the body. And yeah, they have been severed and lifted out of the body and placed near the shoulder of the corpse. And yeah, I need all of you to make sanity checks, please.
Samay is not going to look at the body this time. Is it possible to not do that?
I mean, if you stay back from this, because you'll be moving around this thing. So
Yeah,
it's up
I think
to you.
Samay is going to do a survey of the location. He's not going to look at the body.
All right.
64 out of 75. Pass.
Okay.
30 out of 48.
You also pass. Yeah.
Yay! Trauma has made us harder. Yay!
This guy, you see this person, like, he just run, the doctor, he just goes towards the body to check. You see this another man in a cap, Samay, he just, walks up to you. They told me that you're also investigating this thing. He just acts his son, Detective Inspector Joseph Chan.
Samay Singh Investigations. He pulls out his card and hands it to him.
So, Samay, you seem to be quite ready for the murder, not too rattled at all.
Yeah, it's the third one we've seen in like a month, so we've been following this since the beginning. Came across the first body about a month ago, a little bit over a month, and then Mary, yeah, and then this one.
Okay. So in that case, here's what you should know. The front door to the road was closed. The street was closed. It was open, and the back door was closed. There was this one person called John Richardson who came all the way to the back, sat here, and went away. This was at 4:45 a.m.
What do you mean sat here and went away?
His mother lives here. He sat here to remove some like just to trim a piece of leather from his boots, and then just walked away.
No, but he saw the body or what? I'm
No.
confused.
He did not.
Okay.
There was no body at that time.
Okay.
An hour later, there was this other person, a third floor tenant called John Davis, who came down and he found the body at 5:35. Sorry, 5:55. So that is what we
5:55.
and we found a few things. We found this, he holds out this folded leather apron, a scrap of metal, a torn empty envelope, and a small piece of cloth. All of them, random stuff. We found these, but again, they don't have any connection whatsoever. They seem to have been, some old positions of the tenants here. Here's the most, what do you call that? The most peculiar of everything. We found another piece of cloth. I know he just holds out the white, piece of cloth, and two combs placed near the body, like placed parallelly in a single file near the body, as
Combs.
if they've been organized.
Did you say combs?
Yeah,
Hair
combs. Hair
Okay.
combs.
Okay.
Two of them.
Is there a knowledge check for like specific rituals I can like roll for?
Are you with this inspector or with the doctor?
No, I'm with the doctor. So okay, so I won't hear this conversation. All right.
I'll
So this
keep
is
it
what-
in mind to ask them about it later. Okay. And fuck, dude. Okay.
And-
are there any organs missing from the body?
That the doctor should know.
Okay.
And here's this. The victim's name is one Annie Eliza Chapman, and she's 47 years old.
Does she also have 5 children, perchance?
7.
All right.
Sadly, 5 of them have passed. 2 of them are alive.
Okay.
Speaking of,
She was.
can you perhaps
In
tell
fact-
me how 5 of her children passed? Were they miscarriages? Were they stillborn, or
Cholera.
were they
Cholera.
just natural death? Cholera. I see.
Here's what's while this is all happening, the doctor, he just goes along with checks the body. He just the body seems to be terribly mutilated. He's he just, the throat is dissevered deeply. Abdomen seems to be laid open. Intestines severed, lifted out of the body. And, he just holds her hand. Look at this, would you? He just looks at you, Adi. This
Oh, okay.
person, she seems to be having some rings on her. She sees. Then he just shows her tan lines on the finger. Brass rings. They seem to have been, forcefully removed.
This is not the work of a common thief.
No. These cuts, that's definitely, the person definitely has medical knowledge. Someone accustomed to the medical field. These are no meaningless cuts.
So that means the rings were important,
Could be.
or at least had
Or-
some significance to the killer.
Could be, or they could be a distraction.
A little late for the killer to start a distraction now, considering there have been 2 bodies already dropped, and though neither of those bodies had rings of any sort taken from them.
And time is now 6:30. He just looks at this thing, judging by the body. She could be dead for 2 hours now.
So, are you telling me that she was not dead while all of these processes were taking place?
No, you are with the inspector. Dude.
No, no, I am with the doctor. Sama is with the
You were
inspector.
talking to the inspector also, right? You were asking questions to the inspector as well.
Okay. I got confused then. Okay, whoops. Okay, I'll say I'm with the inspector. Yes.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, the inspector he just says, here's she left her lodging at 1:50 to find money. She was last seen by someone called Elizabeth Long at 5:30 in the morning. She was last seen alive with a man.
Okay.
But Miss Long did not see the man's face. He had his back turned.
Okay. Very convenient.
And that was 2 hours ago. Sorry, that was an hour ago.
Okay.
Just to confirm, the body is inside a house this time, right?
In the backyard.
But still, like there. Could someone have scaled the fence or?
No, there was no fence in the back. There was another gate.
Okay, but could someone have jumped the wall?
Yeah, definitely, easily.
Okay. And do any other women live here?
There are a bunch of tenants who live here and everything. But here's as everything is being discussed and as the doctor relays information, here's what doesn't make sense. Doctor says she was dead for 2 hours.
Yes.
Time
She was seen with somebody else 1 hour ago.
But she was seen alive with someone 1 hour ago. And 2 hours ago, this John Davis was sitting here, trimming that boot. And he claims he didn't see a body. And as all of this is happening, this person, checking the body, he finds another piece of paper which he hands to you. Adi.
Okay. What's on the piece of paper?
You see, as a yellowish paper as you the crumpled piece of paper as you open, you see, written in red ink is the name is the message. You cannot stop me. The child will be born. You only delay the inevitable. And that is where we'll stop the session today.
What? Fuck you. Wow.
Yeah, the fact he kept saying the 2 hours, 1 hour thing, I'm like, okay.
No, it's obvious, right? She died. She was brought back to life, and then he killed her again. Obviously, I mean, it's right there. No, I'm just fucking around. I don't know what happened.
I think there's some time and space things going on. Remember that scream for the first victim who was heard? The scream was heard far away, but the body was found in a different location.
Yeah.
And now we have
the witness who saw her.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe she just saw her. I don't know. Maybe she was dead, but he was walking with her, pretending that she was alive. I don't know, dude. This is weird shit happening.
Yeah.
Well, so viewers, that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
And if you want to, follow me, I have the Infinite Tavern podcast. I am the better. I don't say the better. The favorite part of the two hosts. And I have another amazing co-host with me, Aman. He's good. I'm better. But yeah, we recently have an
You should. I think that should be the series. A series of every time Anorak says, "I am the better half," you start. That should be like a clip series that should be on the YouTube channel.
Well, we have an actual play series that was that started last week. Today we released episode 1 of the Folk in the Air series, a mini series DM'd by Purna happening in the Fae world.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
So check it
That
out on
sounds
Spotify,
nice.
YouTube, on Spotify, not on YouTube. And yeah, you follow us. That's my plugin. Steve, you guys can go ahead.
Oh yeah, let's do it alphabetically again. Abhilasha, person,
Adi?
let's go.
Hello, I have been Abhilasha. I have been Adi. You can find me on Blue Sky at Ombre Lesbian Night dot Blue Sky. I am more or less mainly there. My Twitter account is locked, and I'm going to keep it that way because that place is even more of has become somehow the lower end of an already existing cesspool of nonsense. So we are not. So I'm more or less going to be on Blue Sky, where I have started to try and make some kind of presence, where I have posted like a bunch of posted like the books that have influenced me, that have like a huge impact on me. I have that going for the last 20 days. So if anyone wants to jump in on the trend who's on Blue Sky, please go ahead. I always love to get like fun book recommendations from everyone. You can put up your for 20 days you can put up one book that has every day you can put up one book that has influenced you. I also did go into an absolutely unhinged conversation involving the one of the most legendary actors in Bollywood, with my friends there. If you could see it on my Blue Sky, I'm not ashamed of that conversation. I think that's an interesting conversation to have, but it's also absolutely fucking unhinged. You can also go on my website. It's abinuesis.wordpress.com, where I've put up a bunch of my stories, even my screenplays that I had written, scripts. I'm working on some really cool stuff that's going to come out next year, including an episode I've written for the Kingmaker Histories, which is a absurdist science fiction podcast. I wrote an episode for them. It's going to probably come out next year, so I really hope people tune in. I'm also working on my own thing that I'm going to keep secret for now, but that is a thing that I am currently working on. I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm going to probably also start posting short stories on my website. So please do come and read if vampires are your thing.
Shenn.
Hi. Hello, I play Edwin Mason. You can find me on Tumblr or on Blue Sky. My account ID is Ashwan, and I mostly do social justice stuff and post my own writings and stuff. Yeah, and that's it.
Okay. Hello, I am Steve, also known as Sassy Vance. I run Pantsless tables and other related things. We have a bunch of really cool stuff happening over the next few weeks. I'm currently trying to figure out a way to run a charity event in the next 3 weeks, because I do one for Thankmas every year and I haven't done one this year, and I feel very guilty about it. But also I don't have the spoon, so we're trying to figure out how to do it with the least amount of spoons required as possible. So something might happen, something might not. I don't know yet. What else? I have finally started posting shorts again on all 3 platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and Blue Sky. The goal is to post 2 shorts a day from a different show for the first week, and then see how people respond, and then continue beyond that. But I have about 30 shorts edited and ready to go, and I'm very proud of that. It took me like 3 days, but I'm going to start doing these in like smaller batches so that it doesn't take too much of my brain cells to do it. And hopefully it helps increase some engagement across platforms and services and other stuff. Also, January, sometime in January, expect to see Pantsless tables neon green dice on sale. That's all I'm going to say. They will be a little bit on the pricier side because dice are very expensive to make. But they will still be cheaper than what you can get outside of India. So, yeah. Okay, cool. That's it for now. I'm going to go because my throat is starting to hurt, and not for the fun reasons. So, okay. Anyway, Buy.
What are the fun reasons, Steve?
We don't
That
need
is
to
for
know.
that is reserved for my OnlyPants.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Anyway, we shall be back on Tuesday with another episode of Dare to Dream and more with that. Till then, bye. See you next week. Or see you in 2 weeks for episode 3
Bye.
of The Ripper's Secret. Bye.
Bye.